So basically what Adidas has done over the last 2 years or so is they've convinced people that taking away the laces makes for a better product, which in turn allows them to charge more. If you look at the Predator 18 line for a second, the 18 Plus retails for $300, the 18.1 retails for $225. It's a $75 price increase for them to essentially take away the laces. Now, if we look at the sneaker line, I have here the Predator Tango 18 Plus TR. This is already quite expensive with a retail price of $200. The quality is quite good. Of course, it's a laceless boot, so you kind of expect that from the Adidas brand. We now have the Season 4 colorway of the Paul Pogba Predator Tango 18 Plus TR. It retails for $230, but as you'll notice, somehow features laces again. So take the laces away, charge more, put the laces back, charge even more. I don't have an explanation. What's going on, guys? Josh from SoccerReviewsForYou.com, bringing you my review plus on-feet video of the brand new limited edition and extremely expensive Adidas Predator Tango 18 Plus TR Paul Pogba Season 4 edition, which, as you can see, actually look quite good. I think they look better as sneakers than they do as boots, but at $230, I think they might be a little bit overpriced. Now let's keep things in perspective for a second. A regular colorway of the Predator 18 Plus football boot retails for $300. The Paul Pogba variation, which I may or may not review in the future, retails for $350. So it's a $50 premium for that particular colorway, where, as you saw in the intro, the regular Predator Tango 18 Plus TR sneakers retail for $200. These are only a $30 premium, but they are distinctly different in that it does have this unique fly knit pattern, but it also adds a lacing system, which you might argue actually looks a little bit better. I personally think these look better with laces rather than as laceless sneakers, just because they look more normal, if that makes any sense. And there are lots of extra cool Paul Pogba specific details. As you might see, some are less subtle than others. Today, we're going to take a closer look at these sneakers and talk about whether or not they are truly worth the $230 retail price, including how they look, fit, and feel on feet. So if you're interested in learning more, please stick around, watch the entire video. And if you're interested in a pair of these for yourself, I'll leave a little pop-up on screen, or you can click the first link down below. That'll take you to the review page on my website, where you'll find buy it now links with exclusive SR4U coupon codes, where you'll be able to pick these up below their normal $230 retail price. If you guys do end up enjoying the video, don't forget to support it with a like. And if you're new here watching for the first time, don't forget to hit that subscribe button along with the little bell notification for daily videos on all the latest and greatest soccer gear. Included with the sneakers is this very cool, very fancy matching drawer style box. You can see it has that same kind of digi camo sound wave, I guess that's the best way to describe it, in the green and black, with the bronzy gold accents and the Adidas logo on the top and the Paul Pogba logos on either side. And then pull the drawer open. It's all black on the inside, but it does not come with any extras. For $230, you're not getting a string bag. Let me start off by saying that these are not indoor football boots. They're not made for playing in. They are strictly designed for casual wear. While it does have a prime knit upper that you could say is similar to that of the 18 Plus, it's fully elasticated. It's basically a sock on top of a Boost platform with no structure to it whatsoever. So if you're hoping for lockdown and stability, there isn't any of that here. It doesn't even have a heel counter. It's just soft material all the way through. Very comfortable for walking around, but certainly less than ideal for jumping, running, changing direction, basically any kind of athletic thing. Now, most of the time when a big brand makes a signature line for whatever pro it might be, the focus tends to be around the boots themselves, but Adidas is doing something a little bit different with Pogba, more so creating kind of a fashion line with his signature release. Every season of Paul Pogba releases has had a boot either in the form of an Ace or a Predator, whatever the top end model was at the time, and that's still true with Season 4. But if you look at every single season so far, most of the focus of these signature releases has been the sneaker and the apparel line that goes along with it. That always ends up being extremely expensive, which I think is partially why none of them have really sold all that well. The boots tend to do okay. This one in particular hasn't done that well so far based on what I've seen, but I do think that the sneaker looks quite good. This time around, things are a little bit different for Pogba in that he is now a World Cup winner, but there really isn't any nod to that in this particular boot. For the most part, it's kind of a dark army green with black accents, and then of course white boost for the midsole, translucent sole, and the Pogba logo that we're used to seeing in that kind of Predator font. The actual pattern on the upper is supposed to be a sound wave. It's kind of in a digi camo type pattern. That's to me what it looks like. But they didn't really specify what exactly this sound wave is supposed to represent. A song, a conversation, an argument between him and Mourinho. No information that I could find specified exactly what this is supposed to be, but I will say that it does look cool. Better on sneakers than it does on the boots. Now, of course, the entire upper is made out of prime knit, so the quality I think is quite good. You can see there's some variation in the actual prime knit pattern versus the regular Predator 18 plus TR sneakers that we'd find, just to mimic the pattern itself. So that does give these a little bit of a different vibe. Partially an explanation as to why they are more expensive, although the price I think it's just based on these being Pogba sneakers rather than anything else. I think that the Adidas stripes on the lateral side do look a little bit plasticky against the background. I think they should be reflective and look a lot more premium. There's really nothing here. And the Paul Pogba branding has been kept to a minimum here. There's a little Paul Pogba embroidered logo right here on the front, but it's black on black, so it's very, very subtle. The addition of a lacing system by way of these nylon lace loops, I think looks a lot better. This little gold thing I think looks quite cheap. That's probably the first thing that I'll remove. And the rope laces, I'm not sure work that well with what is a pretty streamlined sock-like looking upper. You can see on the inside, the little Predator detailing is really the only Predator nod you'll find on this particular shoe because it is based off the current top-end Predator model. And then to give it more of a premium vibe, instead of the plastic heel counter that we would normally see, it's actually a nice suede material with, again, black on black Paul Pogba embroidery. And then as far as the midsole and outsole is concerned, it's typical of the Predator 18 plus TR, full length boost with a translucent outsole that does run as a lip through the forefoot and toe box area. And then on the bottom, of course, you have the Paul Pogba branding there, which I think looks very, very cool. But aside from the aesthetics aspect of this, there's nothing different versus the cheaper Predator 18 plus or Predator 18.1 TR Tango sneakers. So as you can see, I swapped out the stock black rope laces and even the little gold thing, which I don't particularly care for some junior length black reflective SR4U replacement laces, which are a little bit shorter than the stock laces, which just makes for less bulk when you tie the sneakers up. And they're flat, so they fit closer to the shoe. It looks a little bit cleaner, less bulky in general, and it adds the reflective bits, which I think always look more premium. I just think they look a lot cleaner this way, but again, it's a personal preference thing. If you are looking to change up the look of your sneakers or football boots in an inexpensive way, the website to go to is www.sr4ulaces.com. There'll be a little pop-up on screen as well as a link down below in the description. So if you're interested in a pair of laces, be sure to go ahead and check that out. As far as how these fit and feel on feet, very, very comfortable. The upper is fully elasticated prime knit. They essentially feel like socks, and the boost under your foot reminds me a lot of the feel of a pair of Adidas NMDs. So if you ever had a pair of those, these kind of feel like prime knit NMDs to me, so you have an idea of what to expect. As far as the overall fit and width is concerned, it's a one-piece opening, so the opening is not particularly large, but once they're actually on your feet, it's fully stretchy prime knit material, so they're gonna be wide enough for just about everybody. And as far as sizing is concerned, I'm wearing these in a 9.5 US, and when compared to the 18 plus Predator football boots, these do fit a lot bigger and wider in general, so you can stick with pretty much the same size, but still have a roomier fit. If you're looking for a snug feel from the sneakers, I would personally recommend going true to size for the best possible fit. And then of course, as far as the look is concerned, I'd probably only wear these with pants. I'm currently wearing them with some black Adidas Tiro pants, which are tapered towards the bottom. That's probably how I would go about wearing these. And the styling is quite good. The colors are pretty subtle, and I think lend themselves well to just wearing casually in general. It's just the fact that they are so expensive but don't really look like that much of a special sneaker in my opinion. But again, everyone likes something a little bit different. So in conclusion, while I think this is a really good looking sneaker, I do think it's overpriced, and as a whole, season 4 of the Paul Pogba collection, I think is probably the most underwhelming of the 3 that we've had so far. There's nothing that special about it. There's not a lot of explanation as to what the inspiration for the design is. It's just something that looks cool, which is perfectly fine, but I think with a lot of these signature releases, it also helps a lot if there's backstory and inspiration behind all the different design elements, and I just don't get that vibe with season 4 of the Paul Pogba collection. If you can afford the sneakers and you really like the way that they look, and you, I guess, can justify paying for something that is fairly limited, absolutely these are really nice and they look the part as well. but for most people, I just don't think that these are special enough to pay that premium price tag that Adidas is asking. Anyways, guys, if you did enjoy the review, don't forget to support it with a like. Again, if you're interested in these sneakers or any of the Season 4 Paul Pogba collection, you can click the first link down below. That'll take you to the review page on my website, where you'll find buy it now links with exclusive SR4U coupon codes for all of this Paul Pogba branded stuff. If you have any questions, as always, leave them down below in the comments, and I'll do my best to get an answer out to you as soon as I possibly can. Subscribe if you haven't already for daily videos on all the latest and greatest soccer gear. You can find all my social media information linked down below in the description as well. And other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.